Hey everyone, Jengar here. So today we're doing a revisit of the Ta-152 C-3. We reviewed this plane in the last patch when it was introduced and it had terrible rudder and elevator, then really ruining the plane for me. We're gonna take a look because this plane has got an update to its flight model. We're gonna check it out in RB this time. I'll see you in the match. Hey guys, so here we are in the match. Now we have an air spawn these days. That's great. This thing has been changed to an attacker and we get a nice high spawn with a good speed, and with that help this plane can now climb. It can still climb from the airfield as well, of course, but with this spawn it really helps to be one of the higher planes, which you really need in this plane. It's still a boom and zoomer like it was last patch, but they tweaked the elevator and the rudder a little bit, and its handling has improved a lot. The elevator does stiffen up a lot still though at higher speeds, and you can still crash your plane into the ground if you're not careful at higher speeds when you are in a dive close to the ground. Be aware that this thing really gets out of a fast dive very difficult, as it has control stiffening to a high degree. But yeah, so climb rate and speed in level flight quite nice. We're approaching this LA9 here. We're gonna see what we can do. Now we are diving throttle to 0. And he is split S-ing away. We decide to follow once. He keeps spiraling down. And I decide to break off, as I expect and immediately see that there are indeed several other targets on higher altitude. And the lower we go, the more advantage to him, because the LA9s are fantastic below 3000 meters and we are good at mid-level altitude, but we cannot compete with that plane, neither with the LA7 below 3000 meters. Maneuverability of those planes is much better and they will outperform you there. Now the LA7 is after one of our allies and he is climbing up, so he should provide a good target here. We let loose with the guns and we shoot him down easily. The LA9 comes in below and he's trying to dive away again. We miss our first shot. He rolls here. We expect him to turn here. And we get the shot shooting off his right wing. Look at the elevator having troubles at speeds, well, above 750 I would say. And we were getting close to 900 speed there. This plane has an insane top speed in a dive. We almost went to 900 there without reaching any red in the indicated airspeed, which is quite good. And you saw the guns on the plane are quite good as well. They're all centrally mounted. 4 20mm cannons, 2 in the cowling and 2 near the bases of the wings. And 1 30mm through the propeller is fantastic firepower. This thing is ideally suited as a bomber hunter. But boom and zooming on fighters is also something it can perform with a great skill. So we are diving again here. We already have 700 speed and we are seeing that tick up quite nicely. Acceleration on the plane is quite nice and it also has good energy retention. Great for a boom and zoomer. We missed the shot there, not enough lead, unfortunately. We did have the right angle, but we should have led for a little bit more and we would have gotten him. But we missed it. We missed it.
Somebody cover me.
Sometimes you just set up these runs and you still have to get the guns on target. And that is not always easy. So that guy now is being chased by a lot of guys. And we see another LA9 here. Yak 9 coming out of nowhere. I did not see him, so I just gave a quick pass of the air above me, but nothing else was there. My ally on the right is in the most danger. There are 3 planes on the left. They're in a good position there, so I decided to help this guy out. There's also a BF-109 approaching the LA-9 from behind. We are coming in, picking up speed. We're whipping this time, as we are already a little bit flat to the ground. And the LA-9 was also coming from a dive and also holds its speed nicely. These are harder shots than the last two, as this profile is very small. And we do get a hit there, but it was a sparkle. And here we're very close, and we do get the kill there. The Yak-9 is extending towards his airfield. I'm not about to follow him to his airfield, as I want to live on a little bit longer here. There's still 2 other planes in the fight, amongst which this LA-7 here, Hand of Death. He's coming in, he's aiming for the guy behind me, and I just cannot get the elevation to get guns on target there, unfortunately. So we decide to continue on to this IL-10, and we're gonna face it over the river here. He seems to be climbing up as well. But he's adjusting his aim here. We just keep our lead a little bit too shallow, and we miss our shot there, unfortunately. And we are in a dogfight with the IL-10. He turns quite nicely, and he gets shot on my plane, unfortunately. Shots on target there. I did not expect that. He surprised me there a bit. I got some damage on my right wing. Plane still felt quite controllable though. The aileron on the right wing wasn't damaged too much. And I was very glad to keep control over the elevator with it being red. Sometimes it's yellow and it's already uncontrollable, so can't complain there. But I still want to get this guy now. He performed quite nicely in that first turn there. So we're gonna turn in here, and we're gonna try to see if we can get a shot on him. He has his 23mm cannons, of course. I have quite a few cannons as well. We did get a few on target there, but no hit. Maybe they just passed him by. He didn't get his shots to connect with me either. So we're turning here, and he's turning to the right, starting his turn here. I should get a nice shot here. I should have zoomed in here, to be honest, to get a better shot. I do get a hit in here, but yeah. Not quite, and I have run out of ammo, guys. Unfortunately, we have to return to the airfield, and we're gonna miss out on this IL-10. But I'll see you after the reload and when we get back into action. Hey guys, so we're back. We had been climbing, we couldn't find the guy. This is the last guy left. We used an Avenger order to see him, and he was on our right, so we had to turn around, circle back, and now we are above this little confrontation here. That was the guy we couldn't quite get our elevation up high enough for in that pass. He was focused on the guy behind us, and we couldn't get him. And he survived, and he went back to the airfield rearmed, and now he's attacking this BF-109. So we are maneuvering above him to get the right angle here. Throttle to 0, of course. We are completely repaired, and we have a fresh ammo load, untouched. We have everything left for him. Going into the dive here, I already hear the wind for the speed picking up for the plane. It usually means that your controls are already stiffening up a little bit. For the planes that suffer from that a lot, it gives you an indication that you have to be a little bit careful and not make your dive too steep, especially in this plane. Like I said, the elevator really stiffens up at high dives, high speed dives. This guy made a nice fake climb there. I went up, put the nose back down, and immediately went up again, and that's why it took me a little while to get the nose back up. A fraction of a second, enough for me not to get guns on target in the right fashion. Quite a nice move, and I applaud this guy for that move. He's turning in here. I cannot follow in a split S here. I would crash into the ground. You already see the elevator being a little bit... It's not the best elevator yet, but it's better than it was before. Last time in the last patch when it was introduced, it really had such a bad rudder, such a bad elevator, that it was basically super strict boom and zoom. You couldn't do anything else in the plane, and I disliked it so much. I only flew it in arcade, and because the flight model is a little bit more forgiving there and not in RB. But in this revisit on the plane, I wanted to try it out in RB after a few matches in AB, where the plane felt much better. It actually felt like a top contender in AB, and it's a fantastic plane in RB as well. He stalls himself out here, and I get my guns on target and shoot him down for my 4th kill. And the end of the match. Now I still blame myself for not getting the IL-10. That should have been my kill as well, and that should have filled the ace in a day here. But unfortunately we screwed around with the aim there and didn't get that IL-10. But we did get first place in the team in this match with 4 kills. No ground targets there, unfortunately, or a little bit too late there. Let's see what the rewards were. We got Final Blow, Terror of the Sky and Bulletproof with 84,000 Silver Lions and 10,700 research points for the AR-234. 4 kills, first in the match. I'll see you in the conclusion. Hey guys, so here we are after the match. Now, conclusion, this plane is much better than it was before. At normal to decent speeds, this plane has a much better elevator and rudder. At higher speeds it does have control stiffening and the elevator becomes a lot worse again. But this plane is much better than it was. It really is a top contender now. You can do a lot more with it. It is not the brick that it used to be. So I'm very content with that. I'm definitely gonna fly out the plane a lot more now that it's been fixed. Because after the last video I made of it, I hadn't touched this plane anymore because I felt it was so terrible and it was really just a brick in the sky that could go fast, shoot with fantastic armament of course, but otherwise couldn't do anything, couldn't use rudder, couldn't use elevator, you couldn't turn around. It was just yeah, a very bad flight model on it, but the tweak really made it much better and you can safely fly it out now. You can have a lot of fun in this plane. It really is a good plane now at its battle rating. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed the video, that you learned something there. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video. You know, those likes really make a difference. Do leave me a comment. You know, I always look forward to the comments every day. And if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. I really love to have you aboard, and don't feel shy to leave me some comments. I always try to respond to them. So again, I want to thank you all for watching and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.